Hello, Reza is here. Welcome to another tutorial of visual components. Here we will talk about assemblies in process modeling. Assemblies are hierarchical structures of assembly steps that each step can have one slot or many slots, that each slot represents a product type. If you want to know what's a product type or what is process modeling, please go to the courses and available tutorials and documentations on process modeling and familiarize yourself with those topics. To begin with, I will show you in the process tab where all the process modeling activities are happening, the product types that I have in this layout. So this current layout is the AC outdoor unit that is also available in our electronic catalog. If I go back here, it's basically this layout under the layouts folder. Let's go back to product type editor. You see over here these orange cubes which represent a product type. So for example, here is a palette product type or a base pan. And then we see this green icon, and this green icon resembles an assembly product type. Over here there is the tab in product type editor for all product types, which are the regular product types and also the assembly product type. If I click on parts, the product types are filtered, and then if I click on assemblies, all the product types that are basically an assembly are represented here. So for example, if I go to this full unit assembly, and then there is a little pen here that opens up our assembly editor, I click it and then it opens up this AC outdoor unit. So this is constructed from an assembly. If I try to expand it over here, you see it has a main product and then it has sub steps. This is base pan, and then this is assembly that is done by robot, and then the manual assembly part that is here, this front parts. And you can switch back to the main layout here, so you see, or then you can also close the assembly by this cross button here, or then you can view other assemblies. This is the pack of compressors, or then pack of cover for the left side of the AC outdoor unit. I can extend it here. It has 2 steps. I'll talk more about these steps in the following tutorial. So here is just an intro to understand that which layouts include assembly product type and how to filter those. So I go back to all, then go back to eCatalog. Let me just clean this one. I'll click Ctrl and letter N to open a new layout. And then I'll go to the layout templates folder to educate yourself more in assemblies. When you are having a visual components instance in front of you, one of the ways I would propose is to try these few examples that we have put here for practice, which are for depalletizing, checking the order indexes, the palette recycling layout, and also assembly palletizing. So if I just double click on this assembly palletizing, let's see what we've got there. Plus point with these layouts is that they are simplified, and then there is also on the floor usually some hint for you to understand some of the instructions. So for example, if I press play, this robot, I would just decrease the speed. This robot is trying to load the pallets, and if I activate the processes, you'll see there is a loading spot for the cylinders, loading spot for another sheet, and the loading spot for the final cylinders. That seems to be of another material. So then you can open the processes and educate yourself and understand how these assemblies are built here. Obviously, if I go back to product type editor panel, press reset and check this palette full assembly, opening the assembly editor, you start to see from what it's constructed. So you can study and learn about assemblies also using these template layouts. The other source would be Helpfile. Go to the Help tab, then click on Help, then Process Modeling folder, and you can see, for example, on Product Type Editor topic, it includes, as you remember, product types, which are basically parts, and also assembly of those parts, which is the second tab. And if I scroll down, it gives you some explanation about assemblies, and it introduces different parts in the assembly, and also some steps how to create assemblies as a product type. There are 2 more sources that you can learn about any topic basically in visual components, and in this tutorial assembly, which is in academy.visualcomponents.com. And also you can go to our forum and learn more or open up discussions about your case or any question about assembly theories. You can also search the topics inside the academy or then inside the forum. If I put, for example, here introduction. So for example, you see already introduction to assemblies. There is the course in our academy. Okay, this concludes the video. In the next lesson, I will talk about how to build an assembly product type. So till next lesson, see ya!